We hope that within the next half an hour we will be able to share with you our beliefs in what it takes for two to create a great Paso Doble. And I would like to invite to this floor my wonderful partner, Melia. So, Paso Doble. Paso Doble was originated in France, but it was modeled, designed after sound and drama of the Spanish bullfights. It is based on the music which was played at the bullfights during entrances and passes for matadors. The passes is just a moment before the kill. Some of the great pasos, music itself, was written for the great matadors in history. We both strongly believe that mechanics and techniques are there to help us in the most efficient way to show the story and the character of the dance. And of course, the most essential for this dance, for Paso Doble, it's posture, framing, shaping, and character itself. And a posture for me is not just about to keep my hips forward. I put my weight for my hips while keeping my back long. I create a resistance between my hips, my arms, my body, and my legs, and resistance in everything I do. As I walk forward, I create a resistance while I'm transferring my body weight from foot to foot, with my weight down to the floor, keeping the opposition in my body and my arms and my legs. Overall, it helps me to perform imaginary picture of the great, glorious matador walking on the sand of the Spanish arena, glorious, dominant, focused, presenting at the same time to the cheering crowd while always aware of the danger behind. As you see, ladies and gentlemen, the danger not always comes from the bull. And I would like to pass the voice to my great challenge.
Giving opportunity to speak, ladies and gentlemen, which happens rarely, I would like to take the opportunity to explain you a little bit about the journey it's taken me on while partnering Sergey in a Paso Doble. Sergey is very strong and a dominant partner. Therefore, it is very important for me to create a sharpness and a challenge to him, but at the same time, not ever lose the femininity, as I would never want to portray myself in the dance as a bull, as a cape maybe, a flamenco dancer in a character of it. So, keeping the same principles of the posture which Sergey has spoken before, in a sense of the resistance, I would never want to lose the softness of my movement. I would want to feel the space and the time my partners gives me. Like, for example, in a chasse cape. Thank you very much. So, while keeping my back long and my head high, I would want still sometimes to introduce a little bit of the softness, maybe from a movement of my shoulders, a slight movement of my hips. I would like to portray the picture of being proud, elegant, protective, and challenging at the same time.
Okay. As I always win the challenge, I take back the lead. And we would like to take a little part of our choreography and just briefly explain and try to show what we actually want to explain. Show. Could I have number 1, I think, normal. Thank you. Thank you very much. We now want to do it from the other side. One more time, please. Just a small part. Thank you very much. Just a small part. Would like to break down a little bit, not in a technical, mechanical way, but we try to we spoke about posture, we spoke about the shapes, we spoke about the frame, and we'd like to show how in our steps we're actually doing that. Okay? So, we start with a closed feet position together in a frame, and we change our head and frame directions while, again, as you see, our posture is there, shape, frame, and we change that, go to the lunge, and then close our feet again. Here, here, here. From here, through rappel, we walk forward while keeping resistance and opposition in our bodies and our transferring body weight. And we go away from each other, and we will finish facing each other. And as you see, for example, what Melia spoke about, she is much more feminine position, staying in a lunge, much more protective, at the same time soft. Myself in a much more dominant position on a straight leg. So it gives the difference in the way we show ourselves. From here, we continue with better focus steps. We'll try to not rock our body from foot to foot. Try to keep our waist central, and we'll treat these steps in a very staccato manner. And again, my partner is much more softer, me is much more dominant, and from here we continue I will cross my feet through the flick. Then I do the turn, make a fast foot change. Fast foot change. And I close my feet again. And Melia, while being in a much more softer approach, she will continue stretch herself up using Spanish arms, and then she will switch herself, and she will end up in my frame. Okay? And we're in frame again. From here, we continue with the walks forward, rappel, until we dance the first part of the twist turn. And afterwards, I will finish split position, and Melia will finish in double player, fulfilling my frame. Walks. First part of the twist turn, but we finish. I'm in split, she's double player, fulfilling my frame. From here, through my hips, I will lead my partner to the double telespin. And at the end, I will bring her to myself, facing each other. And this is pure frame awareness. And here, finish. Again, through my hips, I will lead my partner out. We'll both close the feet, and our bodies won't be square. We'll shape away from each other. And from here again, I walk forward, pick up Melia, and we continue with the walks forward on the soft legs. And picking up, soft, again with the resistance in our bodies. From here, we will go into the fallaway. I throw Melia out, and she will finish in a lunge position, and I will finish in the split position. And fallaway, finish. And that's the easy part next. I will walk towards Melia. She will stop me with her hand. I will take hand out, make a two-step backwards, and we'll finish in the closed feet position. Our bodies will be shaping away from each other. And she stops. Stop. Take. And we will shape away from each other. That's it. So, the steps is quite simple. It's not difficult, but as we spoke before about the posture, and frames, and shapes, they are there. And we would like to show it to the slow music ones. Yeah, with everything what we just said about posture, framing, and shapes. Could I have number 2, please? CD number 2. Yes, so. Huh? As you see, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we base our Paso Doble on. It's a framing, shaping, posture, clarity of our steps and movements. But is it enough? We believe not. As we said in the beginning, the essential for these dances, posture, framing, shaping, and the character. So what is it, the character of the dance, of this dance? How can we show it? As a matador can show his glory without interaction with the bull, presenting to the crowd. The same for us. We can't show this story without each other. Extremely important for Melia and myself when we start dancing. It was to find a way to show this story full of drama and passion, which is something we both love to portray through our dancing. To create an atmosphere, to try to breathe as one body, to react on each other, to never lose a focus with one another. Learn to lead and follow, only using our bodies, with attention to every single touch. Thank you. As you see, that with a little bit of imagination, we can create much more fuller story, full of character, full of changes, and of course, most important, partnering. The awareness of each other in every single step and movement, which gives the flavor to the partnership. Two bodies breathing as one. As we say in the dancing, 1 + 1 = 1.
We would like to leave you at the end with our story of Paso Doble. It was inspired by Carmen, story of Carmen, written by Prosper Mérimée. The story full of love, tragic, and a passion. Because I think, as one of the great poets, Garcia Lorca, said, and I think that explains the Paso Doble the best and in beautiful way. It is like a ritual dance of fire and water, full of pride and wildness, expressing madness and thirst.